In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to do a half double crochet. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we will need to do is to create our slip knot. Okay, so now that we have our slip knot, let's go ahead and begin by chaining 7 chains. Do a yarn over, chain 1, yarn over, chain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now that we have our 7 chains, we are ready to begin our first row of half double crochet. So we are going to be skipping the first 2 chains that are closest to our hook, and we'll be working in the 3rd chain to begin. So do a yarn over, insert it into the 3rd chain from the hook, and then you're going to do a yarn over, and you're going to pull that yarn over through that chain until you have 3 loops on the hook. And then do a yarn over, and you're going to pull that yarn over through all 3 loops to create your half double crochet. Alright, so then go ahead and do a yarn over again, insert it into the next chain, do a yarn over and pull it through until you have 3 loops on your hook. So as you can see, it actually does start off just like we would a half double crochet, and at this point, if it was a half double crochet, we'd be doing a yarn over and pulling it through the first 2 loops, leaving this last loop on the hook. And then you would then do a yarn over and pull it through the last 2. So you would do the yarn over, pull through 2 loops twice if it was a double crochet. But since this is a half double crochet, you do the yarn over, and you're going to pull it through all 3 loops. And that's your half double crochet. Okay, let's do that again. Yarn over, insert it into the next chain, do a yarn over and pull that through the chain until you have your 3 loops on your hook. And then you'll do a yarn over and you'll pull it through all 3 loops to complete your half double crochet. Okay, let me show you again. Yarn over, insert it into the chain, and then you'll do a yarn over, and you're going to pull that yarn over through that chain until you have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Alright, we have one more chain to work on this row, so do a yarn over, insert it into the next chain, yarn over and pull it through until you have your 3 loops, yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. And that completes your first row of half double crochet. So let's go ahead and start our second row. So what you want to do to start is we need to turn our work. And now that we've turned our work, we need to bring the second row up to the same height as the first row to begin. So in order to do that, we need to chain 3. So let's do chain 1, chain 2, and 3. So now that we have our 3 chains, we are ready to begin working in the next stitch, because you're going to skip that first one because the turning chain is going to count as your first stitch. So let's do a yarn over and insert it into the next stitch, yarn over and pull that through until you have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. So now we have 2 half double crochets since we're counting the turning chain, and you always count the turning chain as your stitch unless the pattern that you're working on tells you not to count that as the stitch. If your pattern does not say that, then you will be counting that as your first stitch. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a yarn over, insert it into the next stitch, and then you'll do a yarn over and you're going to pull that through until you have 3 loops on your hook. And go ahead and do a yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops to complete your half double crochet. Do a yarn over, insert into the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull that yarn over through that stitch until you have 3 loops on your hook, and then a yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And there's your half double crochet. We have one more stitch to work on this row, so we'll do a yarn over, insert it into the next stitch, yarn over and pull it through until you have your 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops to complete your half double crochet. And there you have it. We just did 2 rows of half double crochet. So I hope that you found this tutorial helpful today, and if you enjoyed watching the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get a notification when I upload my next video. Until then, have a great day and happy crocheting!